Well, May is Arthritis Awareness Month, and to get an idea of its impact, here's some pretty sobering statistics. It is the #1 cause of disability in America and costs the U.S. economy more than $156 billion annually. Physician turned comedian and TV personality Matt Iseman was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis when he was 30 years old. Matt joins us this morning to discuss not only his personal fight, but how we can all get involved here to eradicate the disease once and for all. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. Welcome, Madtown. I'm thrilled to be in Madtown.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, you know Madison well, and now we're talking about rheumatoid arthritis, so let's jump into the questions here, Matt. So what went through your mind when you found out that you had RA, and what's your journey been like since the diagnosis?
Well, the diagnosis actually happened Christmas of 2002. And I remember when the doctor told me I had rheumatoid arthritis, the first thing I thought was I was relieved. And people are usually surprised to hear that I was told I had a chronic autoimmune disease for which there is no cure, that I would be relieved. But the reality is, because the 18 months leading up to that, my body and life had fallen apart. I went from I was a college athlete, I played baseball in college, and I was active my whole life, and I was working out 5 or 6 days a week, and it started with pain in my right index finger, and then it spread to my feet, and then my neck and my back, and I went from working out 5 to 6, sometimes 7 days a week to not working out at all. I gained 55 pounds. I was so fatigued. I was sleeping 10 to 12 hours a day. I became a shell of my former self. And so when I was told why, when I was finally given an explanation as to why my body was falling apart, that's why I was relieved, because now there was hope. Now I knew what I was facing, and I knew that there were treatments out there, and I started treatment, and I was one of the lucky ones who responded. So within a matter of weeks, it was like a veil had been lifted, and I was given my life back. And that's why I've been so active with the Arthritis Foundation ever since. So it's been a decade and a half I've been working with them, because I know there are more than 54 million Americans out there with arthritis, and we think of it as an old person's disease, or something that's gonna impact your grandpa or an old football player. But the reality is, more than 2/3 of people who have arthritis are under the age of 65, and 300,000 of them are children. It's the #1 cause of disability in America. So if you're an employer, arthritis costs our economy over $150 billion a year. So there are so many reasons for us to come together and say, it's time, let's get a grip on arthritis. Let's stop. Let's figure out a way to find new treatments and hopefully someday find a cure.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, relief, because now you know the direction you're headed, and you can kind of set your schedule accordingly. But there have been more than 100, or there are more than 100 different types of arthritis that can affect people of all ages, to your point. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, that's what's crazy. Again, we think of arthritis as the old person's disease. We think of it as just affecting the joints. The reality is, with these 100 different types affecting people of all ages, it can impact the eyes, the lungs, the kidneys. It is a disease that doesn't just impact us physically. I can tell you, as devastated as I was physically, emotionally, it was just as tough, because it impacts your sense of well-being. It impacts your ability to lead your day-to-day life, to do your daily chores, to open up a can of peanut butter, to crack open a bottle of Schlitz, or whatever it is. and when you lose that, when that's taken away from you, it's not just the physical impact. It's not just the disability we talked about, the keeping people from working. It's the emotional toll it takes. And that's why I think it's so important for us to say, this is enough. Let's get a grip on arthritis. Go to arthritis.org, learn more about this disease. Go to arthritis.org/let'sgriparthritis and make a donation. Even if you can't give money, go on Twitter, go on Instagram, post a photo of you doing something you love and hashtag it Let's Grip Arthritis, or just search for the hashtag. And I think you'll be surprised to see how many people suffer from arthritis, and people like me, people you wouldn't know, perhaps coworkers who have this disease. And hopefully that motivates you to open up your heart and, in the reality, open up your wallet, because dollars make a difference. And that's why I encourage you to go to arthritis.org/letsGripArthritis and give that money, because no amount is too small. The dollars add up. And this campaign, Let's Get a Grip on Arthritis, the ultimate goal is ambitious. The ultimate goal is a cure.
Hey, I mean, that's always good to hear. You got to have goals, and we will definitely direct people to your website to get that done. So
Awesome.
We got about 30 seconds left, but I just want to figure out, what else is going on with you in your own life aside from this
American
campaign?
Ninja Warrior rolls on. Wisconsin, we actually have some great athletes from the University of Wisconsin, guys like Andrew Philibek who are competing. Season 10 debuts May 30th. I'm doing stand-up comedy all around the country. Go to mattiseman.com for more information. Check me out on Twitter @MattEiseman. I'm using the hashtag Let's Grip Arthritis.
Yeah.
You can see me doing ridiculous things, just trying to be active. And remember, it's time. Let's get a grip on arthritis together.
Crazy. All right, well, thanks for catching up with us and bringing us all that information. Matt Iseman will have more of the sports news after this.